considered a shot error that cannot be reshot. Equipment failures will receive up to 2 minutes time to prepare and return to the line for scoring. Practice errors may be shot in one of the practice ranges, but not on the main board. Bounce outs for rescuers and other makeup errors will be reshot at the direction of the regular shooting. Any witness physical interference of an archer will entitle them to initiate error. Target up, you must renumber those slots. Yes.
This will be your second and final practice 10. If you change your target face, make sure you renumber your target numbers.
So, first up, from CB Archery in America's Best Bowstringers, we've got a WL17 right-handed riser, t-shirt and sweatshirt, and a certificate for 2 ABB recurve strings. Value $920. Our winner is Ryan Davis. Ryan Davis.
10, 5. o'clock, there's going to be a range conference in the Olympic Hall. If you'd like to attend that.
right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the noon line, the 2026 Lancaster Archery Classic. Sorry, I had about 8,000 things to take care of before I could jump here on the live feed. But we're now into the Classic. 60 arrows. Inner X counts as 11 points. 660 is your perfect score. Anyone who shoots that is eligible for one $20,000 prize. Last year we had 3 people. We did not give out 3 $20,000 prizes. We did not divide the 20,000. We had a shoot off to see who would take home the whole 20,000. And that was Matthias Fullerton last year. Jacob Slusars and Bodie Turner shot our other 660s. Jacob Slusars went on to win the tournament, Open Pro. So he got 20,000 for that. And Bodie just went home and then won Vegas. So everybody did okay. If you got any questions, holler at us. But get ready, because I am going to bombard you with sponsors. We are competing in the True Ball Excel Dart and Black Eagle Competition Hall. Our competition range sponsor, American Whitetail. Of course, those are American Whitetail mats that we're shooting into. Live feed brought to you by True Ball Excel. Live scoring brought to you by Dead Center. I just got to see Todd Reich, owner of Dead Center. Have not seen him in years. One of the best people in archery. So glad to see him here. Dead Center, longtime sponsor of the Classic. And as I've mentioned, none of this happens without the sponsors. So I am going to inundate you with their names. Look at that pack there. Isn't that cool? All those archers just stacked in there. So it's 78 on the field that they're shooting on. There's 78 lanes. There's A, B, and C, D. So there's 2 archers per lane. So there's 156 shooting at one time. They step back, 156 shoot. Then on the other court, but it's not quite as big. That one has, let's look it up here. Targets 79 to 135. Someone who's better than me at math can figure out what that number is. Same thing. They all shoot, step back, next group shoots. Finished our mixed team competition this morning. First ever at the Classic, and it was a huge hit. So look for that to be expanded. We took 16 teams each in compound recurve barebow. Look for that number to grow next year based on what we heard. Let's see if I can remember who won. Chloe Nelson, Owen Fromater won compound. Casey Caulfield, Gaius Carter won recurve. John Demmer, Christina Procoli won barebow. Super fun. Are you all still holding the event at Spooky Nook? Yes, this is the Spooky Nook Sports Complex. Huge, 750,000 square feet, I believe it is. And you know, they basketball, baseball, volleyball, field hockey, soccer, they play all kinds of sports in here. What it is an old Armstrong World Industries flooring factory. I'm old, so I was working here when This was actually a factory where they were producing vinyl flooring. That's what this building was. And now it is the largest archery tournament on the East Coast. A record, more than 3,300 registered this weekend. That's our record. And of course, we have built in, we have the Easton Youth and Collegiate Trophy Tournament. We've got about 1,000 kids signed up for that. So, Classic doing well. Our first year, we had 174 archers in the pro shop. Now we're here, over 3,300 in this giant facility here. And we have room to grow, so hey, if you've never been to the Classic, come on out. We got room for you. There we're looking at Bodie Turner in the middle there. So he has shot in the Matthews jersey with the binoculars. He has shot 3 perfect 660s here at the Classic. I want to say he's only shot it 4 times. I know of one year that he did not shoot. He was sick. That was 2 years ago. He didn't shoot a 660, but won the tournament. And then I don't remember him shooting before he shot the 660. Maybe he did. He was only 14 when he shot the 660. There is Sam Smith to Bodie's left. ASA competes in the Open Pro division.
Thanks, Jason.
Christian Clark is to the left of Sam Smith. Also in the Matthews jersey. What else do we want to know? Wow, 3,300 this year. Yes. How is the turnout this year? Is it better than last year? Yes. By about 400 to 500. We are up. So that's awesome. New to the final stage is Longbow. Here's Grant Schloer, Hoyt jersey in the middle there. Just won the Rushmore Rumble, shooting a perfect 900. He was the only one to do that in the Masters division. Last year at Vegas, shot a 900. Only one to do that. To his right with the binocular strap, that is Rob Morgan, another senior pro. But Grant Schloer, yeah, he's on a roll. Won Vegas, won Rushmore Rumble. Now he comes into the Classic. I forget what I was saying. Oh, new division, Longbow. So Longbow was actually new to the Classic last year. A bunch of the barebow competitors who shoot longbows wanted their own class. So we're like, hey, yeah, okay. You show us you're going to come out. So I want to say 75 showed up to compete in barebow 2 years ago, just to show, hey, yes, we are here. So then last year, we had an equally decent turnout. I don't remember the number, and they were considered a trophy tournament, which meant they just shot qualification rounds, and we took the top 3 for the podiums. Well, this year, they've got over 100. And so we said, all right, you're coming to the big stage. So they are going to be in the finals, and I think that's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. I'm told some of the best in the world are here. I don't know the Longbow crowd, but that's what I'm told. Trying to find you some longbow shooters. Let's see if they're on. This is our first line, so this is the lightest line in terms of number of people shooting it. There'll be more this afternoon, and then tomorrow are 8 o'clock, noon, 4:30 lines. They're completely full. There you see in the Darton jersey, Glenn Talley. He has won Masters Open here at least twice, if not more times. He's past champion here. Shoots fairly local to Lancaster, so we know Glenn very well. Here we go. We think we found a longbow archer. Whoop, there's a longbow. There's two. I see at least two. I think there's a third one upside down at the top of the screen. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 actually. 4 of those longbow archers right there. So the rules are, you know, they have to be longbows. There's a specific definition for that. That's as compared to a recurve. They must shoot off the shelf or off their fist, and they cannot string walk. I was in a podcast where we said they have to touch the arrow with their fingers, but that is incorrect. They have to be no more than 2 millimeters, I think it is, or centimeters, can't remember, one of those. They can be no more than 2 of those away from it. How do you know? 2, and I'm going to look it up here. Let's see if it's millimeters or centimeters. Basically, you know, how do you know? How do you know it's 2 centimeters, 2 millimeters? You don't. If it's 2 or 3, do you know the difference? No. But what they will know is if you're string walking, because then you're going to be like probably 3-4 inches under it. But do you know 2 millimeters, 2 centimeters versus 3? No. Judges use their heads. Just had this information sent. I sent it, so here we go. Let's see. Two millimeters. So 2 millimeters. You can touch the arrow if you want, but it can be no more than 2 millimeters away from it. There you go, Matt Jones, 3 under. If I am not mistaken, he is a past champion for sure. He's always a competitor. Would like to thank our sponsors. True Ball Excel, Darton, Black Eagle, venue sponsors. Live feed, True Ball Excel, live scoring, Dead Center. And while we're on it, Longbow has an extra 50. There's a longbow archer right on the right side, getting ready. There we go. There's another one. Yes, they must shoot wood arrows. I forgot to mention that. Have to shoot wood arrows. So, but sponsors, so these 6 companies each kicked in $250 to raise the prize money for longbow by $1,500. This is in addition to what we were paying. Java Man Archery, Timber Point Archery, Sauk Trail Archery, On Point Archery, Elite Archery, and Wapiti Archery. $1,500 extra for the longbow division thanks to those companies. There you go. There's those wood arrows. Let's see what he does. There's a group called the Longbow Outlaws. A bunch of them that all shoot together. I know there's folks from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York in that group. Look at that. Come on. That might be an 11. Can he do it again? Oh, there you go. Look at that. There you go. From a 10 to a 0. That's longbow. Yes, his left and right was good. All right, finishes up with a 6. There you go. That's why we love longbow. You can make mistakes like that, and you're not out of it. Someone who can't make mistakes, Mr. Perfect in the center of your screen. Mike Schloer, the current world number 2. He was number 1 forever. I forget how many years. And then Matthias Fullerton just recently took the top spot from Mike Schloer. There you go. Come on. All right. Got some points there. Danielle Woody. One of our Lancaster Archery Academy instructors. She competes ASA Women's Known Pro. So, folks saying scores are not updating. There is a lag time, and that lag time varies. These folks are putting in their scores on electronic tablets. They enter them there. They go back to the main computer, and then there is a delay for them to get to INCO. But be patient, it will show up there. This is the 22nd Lancaster Archery Classic. 22 years. Rob Caulfield has been running this tournament. And the look of the Classic, that is Rob's vision for what this should look like. He tells us what he wants, and we put it into motion. And I should mention, Rob today announced he is putting up $1,000 of his own money to anyone in Barebow who shoots a 600. Now that's a stout score. It's basically shooting a 600. That's 60 10s, but obviously you could have an 11 and a 9, but the average is that you're never leaving the 10 ring for Barebow. We've seen people shoot 300s for sure, so it's possible, but man, I think that's tougher to do than a 660 with a compound. Young man there, boy, he's got a big dot in his scope. That had to cover like the entire yellow. would think Lancaster has all the money in the world and be able to do digital scoring once the arrow hits the target. A, we do not have all the money in the world. This thing costs a fortune to put on, and we don't do the digital scoring. INCO.net is not Lancaster. Can you imagine the investment that would be if we were to invest in that whole process and system? We don't want, that's not what we do. We're in the business of archery, selling archery stuff, not computer programming. That is not us. That's right. Just a bunch of good old boys selling archery products and girls. That's what we do. So, yeah, we don't need to be getting involved in computer programming. Mike Schloesser's joint world #1 I saw. All right, so apparently we've had some competitions to where he came up and caught Matthias. Well, here, I'll look on my phone. I'm sure you are correct, but I'll look it up anyway. Yeah, there it is. 1-1. Mike Schloesser, Matthias Fullerton. There they are. Co-#1s. They are both here. I watched Mike Schloesser one year shoot 59 11s. Missed number 60. I felt horrible for him. I think, judging by his reaction, I felt worse than he did. I remember saying, "Oh, Mike, what the heck? I'm sorry." He just shrugged his shoulders. He said, "It happens." Just matter of fact, another day in the life of Mr. Perfect. He's won this tournament at least twice. I guess you have perspective when you're that good. I'm nowhere near that good, so my perspective is way different. There we go. Yes. Is that extra help? That eye is like giving her some extra focus on that target there. Some kind of laser sighting program in there, I bet. No, she's just blocking that eye. She's probably left eye dominant, shooting right-handed. So, I see here, cool to see all the different archery styles at this tournament, and thanks to Lancaster Archery Supplies for supporting archery. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up, something I wanted to mention. I got a message the other day from someone who said, "Hey, I found such and such archery product on Amazon. It was $8 cheaper than it was on Lancaster Archery." Okay, if you shop online, you're probably aware you can buy most things in the world, electronics, pet food, clothes, whatever, cheaper on Amazon than you can at a place like Lancaster Archery. But I have never once seen Amazon on a sponsor banner at an archery tournament. So you're the consumer. You have the power to spend your money where you want. We support all of it. ASA, IBO, NFA, USA Archery, NASP, S3DA, You name it, TAC, Total Archery Challenge, Bowfest. And I haven't been to an event yet where I didn't see our logo somewhere. That's made possible because of you. You support us, we support you. So think about that next time. Hey, I get it. Things expensive. I don't like spending more than I have to. We also have, I mean, everybody understands economics. We got a lot, our overhead's a lot steeper than it is. I'm not going to say we have more overhead than Amazon because that's insane. But you get, it's overhead of scale. They also sell everything in the world. We sell archery stuff. Look at that. Love that jersey. That's a good shot. I don't know him. That was a good, strong shot. I don't even recognize that jersey, to be honest. I don't have one of them. I need one of them. I do recognize that young lady's jersey. I have about 8 of those. I do not, it is not true that I sleep in my Lancaster Archery jersey. I put it on first thing in the morning, but I do not sleep in it. Just to clear the air on that. Mic is still clean, I'm told. Yes, you also support state tournaments at the ASA level and local clubs when asked. I know for a fact we do that because I get a lot of the requests. Club shoots, let's be honest, that's where most of us shoot anyway. We support it all. We have our Lancaster Archery Foundation. Oh, wait a minute, there's Greg White right in the middle, in the black. He will be commentating during the finals. Is our good friend Greg White, and he's an archer as well, so. Shoots in the Masters Open. I don't know if he's shooting in the Masters Open Pro or just Masters Open, but he's an old guy, so over 50. But yeah, we have our Lancaster Archery Foundation, where if you want to contribute to the foundation on YouTube, you can contribute there. That's where we provide grants to clubs who are just starting new archery programs. Obviously, hey, let's be honest here. The more people that there are shooting bows and arrows, that's going to be good for us. They may not all shop with us, but more is better for everybody. That's all we care about. And so we support these clubs that are getting off the ground all over the country. Supporting the ASA is easy. Supporting, you know, a 4-H club in Oklahoma, realistically, they probably need it more. So we support them. Then we provide college scholarships to folks who are going to archery or going to college and competing in archery. University of Cumberland's, Texas A&M. There's several schools that offer archery scholarships. We provide some of that money. And then lastly, there are many USA archery tournaments, international, the World 3D Championships. If you qualify for the USA team for that, you got to pay your own way over there. We're talking like $10,000. Spain, Italy, wherever it is. You got to pay your own way over there. You make the team, now you got this big bill to pay. We have provided, I want to say I saw like over $100,000 to various teams over the years. There's a pretty sweet target right there. I don't know if they, let's see. Yes, I was told Mike is clean. He might have changed targets himself, just to switch targets. So anyway, yeah, Lancaster Archery Foundation, if you want to help us help all of you, that's how you can do that. Public service announcement of the day. All right, here we go. Shout out to the media and production team for all the photos and videos. Dutch Target, and that is Dean Alberga, Nick Kravitz, Kyle, PJ, and the rest of the crew. I just sit here. Those other guys do the real work. Appreciate you, Tyler. Yes. Right now, you're seeing a camera that's on wheels that someone is wheeling, and that, I believe, is Noah, I think. That is Noah Pegler moving that. His dad, if you ever got a LAS catalog, Noah's dad, Alan, he is the controller of that catalog. And that is a monumental task, I promise you. And then we got our photographers out there. If you want to see pictures, if you got a family member there, you think our photographers found them, you can go to the Lancaster Archery Supply Smug Mug. Look that up and you'll see 2026 LAS Classic. We'll have thousands of photos. Dean Alberga from Dutch Target. If you've seen photos from the Olympics, that's Dean. He takes all those photos. In archery, we're talking about there. Nick Kravitz, if you've seen ASA photos, that's Nick. He's the man. And then we have Cameron Schaffner and Antonio Plaza taking pictures. And Antonio will be shooting the next line, 4 o'clock. There's Stephen Altizer from the Outdoor Group. Shoots, well, now he shoots Senior Pro in the ASA. Yeah, there you go. That's lube. We talked about that earlier. That's a lube tube. American Whitetail. So that's the AAE lube tube. The targets that we're shooting, they're good and bad with these targets. The good, where your arrow hits, that's where it's going to stay on track. It's not going to kick out. It's not going to lift up, get shot down. Other tournaments, you hit the bail and your arrow gets bumped left or right. It doesn't go in where it starts going in. American Whitetail does not have that problem. However, they're pretty tough. And sometimes some of these arrows, especially depending on what finish, mainly carbon and certain carbon, they're tough to pull out. So, Arrow Lube. Folks from AAE, they are sponsors of the Classic. They're here. I'm sure they're doing well on the Arrow Lube sales this weekend. Just makes life much simpler. Okay, this is a valid question. How in the world does the cameraman manage to not run into or trip over a bow or archer? You are not kidding. That is a gymnastics feat. And I've watched them. They're just careful. But it's like walking through a field of mouse traps. And I've never seen one knock over a bow. Oh, everybody, now all the folks are saying, you do not say that. You just jinxed it. But I said, I've never seen one. So, yeah, I wonder if it's like knocking over the row of Harleys. You hit one and just knock them all over at the biker bar. There's Darrell Webb, Bowtech jersey. One of my favorite guys, archery coach, shoots ASAs. Shoots in the Masters Open division. Commentator curse, yep, there it is. There's Nick Kravitz, front and center. Again, ASA pictures. That's Nick. Cameraman for Bowhunter Die. You see, he does marketing photos for Numa. Takes a lot of pictures for Matthews. The guy is one of the best in the biz. And I discovered him, darn it. Met him on an airplane coming back from Montana, gave me his card. We signed him up, and the rest is history. He's a good dude. That was my total involvement in it. I did nothing. His photography did the work. Here's our own Connor Caulfold. If you go on our website and use the new string builder that we have, Compound Bow String Builder, you can pick your serving, nocks, whatever, the speed nocks, color, all that stuff. You build the string your way on our website. That was built by that young man right there, Connor Caulfold. It's been pretty popular. Folks like being able to see what they're designing with their strings. Oh, he didn't like that shot. Let's talk about scores. Let's see where we are, scores. Okay, here we go. Let's get this kid with a bow hunter setup. There he is, Dean Alberga, photographer of the stars. Covers the Olympics, all the world archery stuff. Dude is legit. Let's see here. So we have Open Pro after 42 arrows. That's what I have on INCO. Mike Schloer with through 42 arrows, still perfect. Bodie Turner has dropped 1. Tim Jeffsnick 2. 11s, that is. Brady Myers shooting pretty good on this line. Local Pennsylvania guy. He shot about 432 giant deer this year. Look at that. Look at that row of arrows. 27/64, that's the maximum arrow diameter allowed here in competition. Pretty much here in Vegas, and then local shoots, also indoor nationals. USA Archery, you're going to be limited, and World Archery, you're going to be limited to 23/64. But we allow 27s. I am horrible at math. Mike Schloer is closing on a 660, so I need to shift to out there. Be back in a second.
Everybody remember to mark the 1, 2, 3 order shooting on recovered base.
All right, can everybody hear me now? All right, we can hear me now. Good, good, good. All right, he's got to go down there. Braden, coming behind you. Yeah, sing it. Okay, I found it. Okay, I found it. Behind him, so all right, here we go. I'm not sure how many ends we have left. I believe it's 3. Are you shooting this line? How many ends you got left?
We just changed targets.
Oh, you just changed. Oh, you got to change every 5 now. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I forgot that we make them change targets every 5 ends now. It used to be just at the half, but now you got to change every 5 ends. So we got 5 ends to go. So we are going to hang here with Mr. Mike Schloer. Yes, 5 ends. Yep, 45 arrows shot And he has a perfect 495 so far. All right. Let's see what target we're at. X for Mr. Schloer. I mean 11. Can't say X. And oh no! Oh no! It's gotta be close. Is it the curse? Commentator's curse. That looks pretty low to me. It's a 10, but that might have been our dropped 11. That one should be good. Guys got mine. All right, so we think that ends the 660 run for Mike Schloer. But it's a, hey, we still got the whole tournament, so this doesn't put him out of anything except that run for the 660. All right. Maybe he didn't. We're going to have to check. We were all counting Mike out, but I'm looking from 20 yards away with 60-year-old eyes. So let's not take it away from him yet. You probably saw on the camera he went to sit down and I was right behind him. That was not planned. I just picked a seat. Hey, we need a shot of this. Oh, he just finished. Man, there's a kid out here by last name Acel from the archery zone. Tony Taz's shop there. He is right there in the mix of all these big pros. Gotcha. So you guys already saw him. How cool is that? He's right in the middle there. He's got Mike Schloer around him, Bodie Turner, Braden Galantine, best of the best. And he's standing up there like a pro. Okay, let's go take a look at Mr. Schloer's target. Oh, no. I think it's good. I think it's good. I saw the scorecard. It is marked 11, 11, 11. So, how could we doubt Mr. Perfect? How could we take him out of it? It was good. It is confirmed. All right, so we're going to keep hanging with him. Well, now he knows we're here. But hey, everybody says, oh, you should stay away from him. So let's talk about that for a second, okay? Tiger Woods just put one on the green. He's got to make this putt to set the record at the Masters. Do you think they're going to say, oh, cameras, go away from that. We don't want to put any pressure on him. Heck no. They get right in his grill. Everybody's watching. Mikey's a pro. We all want to see him do it. I mean, that's what we want to see. We don't want to see him miss. We want to see him do it. So our cameras are here. I never understood that. I see it in the chat. Get away from him. Get away from him. And I should mention, you know, our cameras are here, but there's a whole crowd watching. They know what's happening. So it's not just us. Remember, we're going to give $20,000 to one archer who shoots a 660. If multiples shoot it, we'll have a shoot-off. We're still only giving one archer $20,000 for the 660. My pick was 2. I said 2 for the weekend. But if we have one on the very first line, holy cow. Although Bodie Turner's shooting now, he would be one of the other likely ones. Matthias will be shooting tomorrow. Chris Perkins has been shooting some ridiculous targets. At Rushmore Rumble, he shot a 660X, and it was like 5 holes because they shoot a 5 spot. So he is certainly capable. All right, that is end number 1 down. We got 4 more to go. All right, here we go. (16, 16, 17, no, 17. And number 17. That's good. Good. 11, 11. The 27/64 East and 27/12s are helped Mike out on that last end. X11, I mean. All right. 3 more to go. Yes, to all of you who are tuned in here watching, let's not forget, we're in the True Ball Excel Darton Black Eagle Hall. Our live feed sponsor, brought to you by True Ball Excel, and live scoring from Dead Center. Our sponsors. We thank them. So on the house music right now.
Hold line.
Got a hold, please. We got an issue. Judge downrange. I think. Oops. Yep. Somebody shot the wrong target. Oops. Sorry. That's what always worried me about shooting this, is me shooting the wrong target. And somebody just did that. I saw Tim Gillingham do it in Vegas. So that arrow scores a 0. Unfortunately, it was at least a 10 from where he pulled it. Now it's a 0. So, but anyway, what I was going to say is, so we're out here, and on the house music, we're playing the Bee Gees from the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, and I'm wondering, there's probably a bunch of kids in here like, what is this music? Whereas if they were playing like Taylor Swift, I'd be like, what is that? So that's just my way of saying I'm old. I kind of like it. 70s music, that's where I'm at. This young kid, man, he's awesome. Just up there, he's got the jersey, he's got the quiver, he's got the Lancaster Archery brim clip. As mentioned, he's got the Archery Zone jersey on. Tony Taz's shop out there in Johnstown. I wish I was this kid when I was his age. No way I could pull that off. All right, where am I looking? Where am I waving? Oh, I thought I was on camera. I would wave. PTZ in the center of the range looking back. I'm right next to the trailer. Oh, there he is. Yes, here we are. How you doing? I am a real person, not just a voice. I want to go look at Mike's target there again. Shoot down. So there are lots of archers competing here, for sure. We are not trying to slight them, but the 660, that's the feat. That's incredible, right? He is still alive. Okay, Lucas Sell. That's the young man's name shooting on Mike Schlosser's bail. Look at that. And Lucas shot a 10-10-9. I'm going to ask this guy how old he is. All right, Lucas Sell, 11 years old, shooting on the bail with Joseph Bazanski, Mike Schloer, and who's the other one? Austin Mazza. That's his 4 group. And he's 11 years old. How cool is that? All right, 3 ends to go. Mr. Perfect is still living up to his name. Yeah, lane 31. All right, pulling out the last arrows. I don't know if our camera was down there, but we had a guy with his knee in the target trying to pull his arrow out. Remember that AAE arrow lube tube? That's exactly what that is designed to prevent on these American whitetails. They're precision targets, very precise for where your arrow hits, but some of the arrows can be difficult to pull, especially the higher the poundage. All right, here we go. End number 18. $11 for the first one. $11 for Mike's second arrow. 11-11. Third arrow. That's another one. 11-11-11 for Mike Schloer. 2 ends to go. I don't believe Mike has ever shot a 660 here. No, I know he hasn't, because we have all the targets. I don't know if folks know that, but we have every target from people shooting the 660s now. It used to be there were only 2 because they would just change it to half. Now there would be 4. So, 2 ends to go. I'm wearing a headset with a mic, and I'm holding a microphone. I keep banging them into each other. If there's one thing big. So yeah, as I mentioned, we've got a full line of people, and we're not trying to ignore them, but again, 660 is the big story. There have been, in history, let me count them. There was Rio Wild shot to first. There was a long gap to get to Braden Galantine. He shot the second one. Then Bodie Turner shot 1. Zach Plonsky and Bodie shot 1. And then last year, Bodie Turner, Jacob Slusars, and Matthias Fullerton. So those were all the 660s shot here at the Classic. And Darren Christianberry said we've come to expect it from these guys, and we shouldn't. We should be celebrating the achievement that that is. Because even though these guys are getting better at it, it's still hard. What is it, the size of a nickel? That you got to hit 60 times in a row. Yep. XXX. I mean 11, 11, 11 from Mike. 2 ends to go. $20,000 on the line. This is over and above, you know, winning the tournament. I mean, Mike could go on and win the tournament too. $20,000 to one person who shoots a 660. So let's do the math. If he wins the 660 and Open Pro, that's $40,000 right there. Then whatever his contingencies from Hoyt, Easton, I believe he's got a true ball sight. Yes, he does. So he's gonna a shrewd scope. He's got Excel bars on there with about 420 ounces of weight. He's got a ton of weight out the front, off the side. So he is, yeah, get a shot of his stabilizer weight. It's orange bow, Concept X, Hoyt. Take a look at that stabilizer. Just holding that up. And he shoots like as little let off as he can. So we don't have a draw weight restriction here. So I know like Dan McCarthy and Levi, when they come out here, they shoot 70 plus pounds. I don't think Mike does that. He's used to World Archery where there's a 60-pound max. I'm going to guess that's what he's shooting, but that's completely a guess. I would guess he wouldn't shoot anything different for here, because why? But I know he shoots as little let off as he can get because he's pulling on that thing. That's how he gets that stabilizer to stay. So, of course, the weight helps him keep it still, but you got to hold that thing up. He makes it look like it's nothing. I picked up his bow one time. I don't know what it weighs, but it was ridiculous. All right, so we're doing a little audio check here. I got a speaker right where Mike is shooting, so it's killing in the audio. I can store a C in here. So remember, we got 2 ends to go, 6 arrows to go. And I will tell you something about Mike Schloer here, but not now. We're going to wait. Center 11. Good shot. Good shot. That's what we say at the ASAs. This high target is the one that's been where he's been getting the closest to that line. That's not close to any line. No doubt 11 there. Come on, Mike, do it. He hits this, we're 3 away. Got it. Oh, he's shaking his head. He did not like that shot. From back here, it looks, well, of course, I'm another 15 yards behind him. And also partially blind. Well, I mean, I can see the knock. It looks good, but he didn't like that shot. So we'll have to check it out when we go down there and see what we see. Braden just shook his hand. That's probably not a good sign. Yeah, when I go off to the side, it is a little bit high. Yep. We got binoculars on it. Mike Schloer dropped an 11. With 1 end to go. Darn it. the story I was going to tell was I watched him miss his 60th arrow 2-3 years ago. The last arrow, he did exactly this, just shot a 10. Missed the 660. So I know he's shot a couple 59s here. Dave Cousins has a pile of 59s that he shot here. We will go down and take a closer look at this arrow. Just through the line. Yep, that's a 10. I'm acting out here like he died or something. He shot a 10. So he's on pace for a 659. That ain't too shabby. He's still sitting pretty for the tournament, is Mike Schloer. So, all right. We are going to now move on to the 4 o'clock line after this last end. We got one more end. Oh, you know what we need? Chuck. Hey, Chuck.
So that is our Olympic
All right, here we are. Justin Czar, the man, shooting his last end. So Justin is half of the team for the bow hunter die. And the reason I'm picking on him is, you know, these guys contribute to the bow hunter division. They increase the contingency. We now have the biggest payout. If you're a bow hunter competitor, we have the biggest payout in archery right here. And it's because of Justin Czar and his buddy Todd Graff. But he comes out here and subjects himself to torture. He's a bow hunter. This is not what he does, but he does it. And we appreciate the heck out of him coming out here every year. And the guys from Bow Hunter Die. So let's see how he does on camera. We made him nervous. He just shot 2 reds. He's gonna be so mad at me. But this is the last end. Here we go. Come on, Justin. Hit that last one. There he goes. Yeah. You finished with an 11.
I couldn't let you down in my last arrow, PJ. I was thinking of PJ he's gonna never let me live this down. Don't miss.
Well, I was telling the folks at home, but he's going to bring it together for his last arrow.
Yeah, the last arrow, yes, not the last end. I saved the best for last, everybody. One good arrow.
Hey,
That's
but
a good way to end shooting for the day, right? Like,
absolutely.
My next shot will be at a turkey.
If I shoot like a bad one, I keep shooting until I end on that arrow. You did it naturally.
As a bow hunter, PJ, I always just tell myself that's good enough to kill a deer, and that's all I'm worried about.
All right, Justin. Hey, we appreciate you and Todd and all you do for us.
I'm pretty sure Todd whooped my butt today. I don't know, but I'm pretty confident that Todd beat me. We'll find out.
All right, there you go. Justin Czar, Todd Graff, Bow Hunter Die. If you've never checked out their YouTube channel, you got to. So that's gonna do it for us on the noon line. We'll be starting shortly with the 4 p.m. line. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Perfect bullet hole.
The Pharaohs has done it again.
That thing's freaking smooth.
It starts with focus, a breath, and the pull of the string. From ancient skill to modern sport, archery connects us across the entire world. At Lancaster Archery, we celebrate the precision, the passion, and the power of the bow.
Just a little bit of movement, she puts it into the 10.
Gear and expertise for every archer.
In the past 20 years, LCA has been a game changer.
We shoot a lot different style bows now than we did 10 years ago, even 5 years ago.
Because they're archery people, they make products that we actually need, and it's not just a bunch of fluff and trash that sounds cool, but you don't really need.
The innovation of Last Chance Archery products has been incredible. Everything that a pro shop owner or a serious competitor or serious bow hunter would want, Last Chance Archery has been there for them.
Track isn't for everyone. It's for those who obsess over the details.